me, Seth here, with the first of many Insider, mini, I'm not really sure what to fucking call these things, unfortunately. Developer update? Yeah, that maybe, we'll figure out something. But, the first of many, as I said, Insider updates to the winner of the Community Super Boss poll, Steel Maiden Celica. Indeed, I said I was going to do, or at least try to do, a, monthly update video of sorts to give you all an impression of, how she's coming along and all that jazz, and I realize August is the first month, and it's, admittedly a little cramped to kind of stuff this in here at the end of the month, but, I figured I was gonna stick to that whole monthly, update video thing, so, here we are. We got, very early in the making, Super Boss Steel Maiden Celica here. Got her fancy schmancy boss music in the background, which, that reminds me. First things first, technically I want to remind you all that this is just as much your character mod as is mine. And so, I am openly taking any kind of changes or suggestions that any of you might have to, do to Dear Celica's moveset here. I'm open to just about anything. Obviously, try to keep it within somewhat the realm of reason. But, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do just about anything you guys probably want me to do with Celica here that you have any decent ideas for. I'm taking all suggestions, and, all that good stuff. That includes, for her theme here as well, because I have, 3 songs picked out, actually. This is just the first of 3. And, you'll hear the other ones in the next coming videos, probably, and I'll, want you all to maybe hopefully decide what you think is best for her, because I can't really pick myself. But, yeah, here's her first candidate for her, Super Boss theme. The volume should be pretty good, so luckily you can probably hear it decently over me talking and whatever else might be going on in the video here. But, you know, enough of the usual extended Seth intros here. You guys came here to see how your Celica was doing, and, she's starting off pretty good. Although I will say she's pretty bare bones for right now, given it's only been, I've only worked on her 2 or 3 sessions so far. But, I got a decent amount to show for it, I suppose. It's mostly been covering the bases of trying to get her unlimited changes, kind of in first, obviously, and then work from there. Which, unfortunately, because I'm taking a lot of my unlimited stuff from Baroque's Unlimited Celica, so I don't have to rework everything from scratch. There's a couple speed bumps while doing that, but, yeah, I'll save my complaints about that. Now then, for starters, yeah, this is gonna be, we're gonna kind of just go over the entire list of things I've changed for her. It won't take too long, luckily, because it's pretty small. But, as per the usual Super Boss formula, Celica here has 8,000 more health, and that actually puts her at a tie for the second lowest Super Boss health value, because obviously Black Beast Ragna has the lowest overall at 16,666, but, Celica here's tied in second place, essentially, with a couple other characters, because she has, only 18,000, which, I mean, only 18,000 is just as much as a limited Tager, so, I mean, I'm not sure why I'm saying only 18,000, because that's a lot of fucking health. And, yeah, of course, I mean, she's got the other Universal Super Boss change as well. She's got the extended overdrive timer. Good time to make a Celica mod, though, because, obviously her English, set has been finished by me. So she has that going for her as well. I'll set that to infinite. But yes, extended overdrive timer as per the regular Super Boss quota. She's got her little permanent heal aura there, obviously, as well, in case you didn't, well, it's kind of easy to see. Usually she has that on her when she has her recovery cap active, but I just decided to have it stick on her the entire time to add some neat little flair to her. The aura might get bigger and flashier in overdrive, I'm not sure yet. Depending on how obstructive or how well the particle effects I have in mind work, we'll, see about that. Let me see. She has 50% faster walk speed, so she walks a little faster. Her run speed has actually been multiplied by 2.5, so she dashes 2.5 times faster, but, as you can see, that is very, very, very slow. And this is Celica plus 2 times speed, so like, think about how slow she is normally now, that you probably haven't noticed, but like, holy shit. Like, Celica's gotta have like the worst run speed in the game. If this is how fast she goes with like a 2 times multiplier. I didn't intend to have her like teleport across the screen with her dash, but I mean, come on, man. So, yeah, her dash speed will probably be quicker next time you see her here, but for now, 2.5 times dash speed. I'll probably buff it up like 3.5 or some shit like that, depends how I feel. And whatever ends up still being in the realm of reason while also being faster than this. As for her air dash speed, however, her air dash speed has been doubled and the duration has been halved, meaning she has faster air dashes that go longer, and she can actually act out of them a lot quicker now, too. Now, compared to her run speed, her air dashes haul ass. I don't need to change anything else about these. But as you can see, you get some really nasty, if I can actually do an instant air dash, I'm shit at these. There we go. She can actually get some really, nasty stuff going off those. Please. Yeah, please, Celica, can you do the... Please? There we go. I need you to do an aerial, please. Off of that. I fucking hate instant air dashes. I fucking hate instant air dashes. Motherfucker. There we go. Yeah, she can get some dirty stuff off that. So yeah, her air mobility is fine. Her ground mobility just needs a little more of a hike and it'll be fine. And on the last note of her mobility, she has 4 jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 air dashes. Trying to go a little less heavy on the air dash amounts, because I mean, that kind of fucks the AI too, in case you haven't noticed. Sometimes in the CPU fights, the AI will randomly just do that in the air until they run out of air dashes, and that kind of makes them drop certain things they probably wouldn't otherwise, so... trying to keep the air dash count on most of these mods lower now, on the lower side. And Celica isn't exactly made to be super mobile anyways, but it still adds a lot to what she can do here. So I think... yeah. And we already passed all the semantical stuff, so we will now get into her actual moveset changes I've gotten done so far. Such as her already demonstrated 5C. This multi-hits 4 times, like it did back in CPE when she debuted. They changed it to a single-hit move in this game, but I turned it into a I undid that and turned it back into a 4-hit multi-hit like back in CP. However, unlike in CP, it keeps, well, with a slight reduction anyways, I kept the base hit damage of 900, although I reduced it to 700. So the multi-hit, instead of doing like 300 something per hit, it now does 700 per hit, which obviously gives you that 1800 on the 5C, which is pretty good. And the reason I actually had to lower the base damage down from 900 to 700 is because on 900 base damage, this 5C was doing 3k raw, and yeah, that's a big no-no. We're not having Celica get Celica, or pretty much anyone for that matter, get fucking 3k off of just hitting 5C. But yeah, that's 1800 damage. That's more than double what you normally get in this game because it does 900 and it's a single hit normally. But yeah, you get 1800 off 4 hits on Maiden Celica here. And on top of that, another thing I undid essentially and reverted back to CPEX is the first hit of her 5C, and only the first hit because to align itself with CPE. The first hit is air unblockable. As you can see, Hazuma can block the other hits, but if you hit the first hit in the air, it is unblockable. Unless they have barrier, of course. Holy shit, this kind of shreds barrier, though. Wow. Okay, so I guess turning into a high damage multi-hit has also buffed the chip damage on this significantly as well. Fun times. Let's see, we'll save that for a little later in the video. Her 6A is basically been tweaked to be the unlimited version, essentially with nothing extra. It has a lot more range, so it'll go really far. Doesn't really get anything off. Oh, she can get 2B off that. Weird, that didn't work the last time I tried it. You kind of have to mash it out, though. Yeah, you gotta be really close. I intend to definitely do more to this move, because as it stands, it's still pretty fucking useless, all things considered. So, yeah, expect more 6A buffs in the future, but for now, she's got the extra distance going for her, like her Unlimited does. And her 6D, i.e. basically her grounded JC, this is an overhead now. JD, apparently, I thought was an overhead, but, apparently JD is not an overhead. I intend to change that to be an overhead by the time the next video rolls around, so don't worry there. I'm a little confused on why this is not an overhead, because it's an aerial move, but, what can you do? I'll just change it. But, for right now, her 6D is an overhead. Next up, we have her JC, which similarly to her 5C, I've actually sort of mimicked the 5C reversion to a multi-hit and actually turned JC into a multi-hit now that does 4 hits. Unlike 5C, this did not need a damage reduction because it did enough damage. I've actually buffed the damage on this, consider a decent amount to actually sort of match 5C, but we'll see. Because as you can see, JC does about 1250 there, and 5C does 1800, so... Might actually buff the damage here, but yeah, 5C is a 4-hit multi-hit, kind of like JC is a 4-hit multi-hit, just like 5C, and that's pretty much all I was gonna do for that. Buff the JC damage there, yeah, to make it match the grounded C normal. Let me see. Next up are her specials, of which all of her specials are now automatically the enhanced versions from using Recovery Cap, and they don't cost Recovery Cap to use. So, Lance Quiche, Martu Flan. I got that right off memory, right? Martu Flan, yep, alright, cool. And Hot Rotier are all the Recovery Cap enhanced versions by default, giving them their extra damage and hit stun, etc. like that. And I intend to do other buffs to these specials as well, but for now, that's all I got on them. That does work. Huh. So that's not a thing. I might make more 2 Flan 6C a thing. Oh, there we go. Cool. And as for a specific special change, we obviously have Hot Rotier. Can be charged, although it's a little buggy right now because of an oversight that I didn't notice. Copying from Baroque's version, but we won't get into that. But, yeah. Just as, Wait, guard points now? Excuse me? That's not how it used to work. Oh, for fuck's sake. I have to wonder why the weird changes that Baroque did to his unlimited Celica moves, dude. Like, what the hell? Also, as you can probably notice, she isn't counting up her drive charges like she normally does, like in CPX when she uses it for unlimited, but, another thing that was omitted that I need to add in, should be in the next video, hopefully. As well as, currently the bug with Hot Rotier here is actually that you can't release it after you start charging it until it's actually fully charged. So, I mean, I let go of the C button right there, but it, kept charging anyways, so you can't actually release it when you want to yet. I don't know why Baroque's enhanced DP is like this, but I intend to change it back to how it should be, like it was in CPEX. You can still do this, though. Just release it instantly. Speaking of DP, though, or Hot Rotier, it has been combined, essentially, with her enhanced version from this game, in that it now does a little more damage and has a little more air and technical time per charge level, meaning full charge, as you probably noticed by now, does 4,500 damage, instead of, like, 3k like in CP. might potentially buff this further. I'm not sure how, realistically, because it seems pretty good already, as you can probably tell, but we'll see. And that actually covers all her specials, pretty much. Next, we will get into her distortions. Well, not all of her specials. We'll go over the last special later on. We're saving a block of information for later here, so bear with me, folks. This is already 16 minutes? Holy shit, dude. Even these mini showcases are taking a lot longer than I thought they would. Okay. Well, we're almost done anyway, so don't worry, folks. So, for distortions, we're going to start with Cask Volute here. And the only thing I really did to Cask here is that when you go into overdrive with Celica, Cask Volute's overdrive version does about 100 damage per extra hit, rather than 200 like the normal version. So I basically just changed that to be that while Cask Volute is obviously always the overdrive version, the rapid slash hits now do 200 base damage instead of 100. So that has drastically, as you can probably tell, upped the damage of the move. I will definitely be buffing Cask Volute further, because I was going to make this super absolutely disgusting. But for now, it does a cool 4k damage, on top of being like her unlimited version in CPE, where if you block it, it does a 5-hit multi-hit, making it just a little bit safer on block here. She's dropping back down from the sky there. And next up, we go over her unlimited distortions, which, similarly to this DP here, were also utterly botched by Baroque, and I have to fucking fix them. But I'll save my complaints. They don't actually have names, so that's a little complicated, but, one of my favorite distortions in BlazBlue, we have her half circle back forward D distortion, which currently does absolutely piss poor damage, and you can't combo off of it unless you do a 5A in the corner, which normally you can do like a 5B or even a 5C, I think, back in C-Packs, but, don't worry, folks. We'll have this super fixed back up to its, former glory eventually. And in a similarly fucking completely, scuffed state is her Overdrive Unlimited Distortion, otherwise known as, by my standards, the second most broken move in BlazBlue history. Here comes the airplane! Has been severely gutted to do not 6k damage, which, by the way, Baroque's version didn't even do that 4600. I had to buff it to that state. I'm starting to find out how to get it to actually scale to do the 6k raw that it used to be able to fucking pull off. But, I don't think I need to go into why this super is, in fact, the second most broken distortion in BlazBlue history, only surpassed by Unlimited Hakumen's fucking Winter's Riposte, due to it being far more spammable than this ever was in CP. But, as you can probably notice, like most of the other CP Unlimited supers, you don't need Overdrive to use this move now, so Celica can just, abuse this to high hell and back, without having to actually be in Overdrive to, completely deck you with this. But, yeah, we'll be reworking her Unlimited Distortions to be back up to their, rightful glory, folks, rest assured, as you know. Seth's got high standards for his creations, and he intends for the Celica to be one of his best works for you guys, considering you're the ones that voted her into existence. Let's see, that should cover the Unlimited Distortions. Lastly, we have her Exceed Excel, which has also received the global Super Boss changes, along with a little extra spice on top of that. So, her Exceed Excel is always fast startup, and it will always be the active flow version, but on top of this, I have upped the minimum damage from 10% to 40%, and the base damage of all hits in the Exceed Excel, except for the first hit, has been doubled. Giving you a cool 7k Exceed Excel. And, on top of this, however, although it's not correctly working yet, I intend for this to be a valid combo. Indeed, I intend for you able to do a combo off of the Exceed Excel into Saber on Glaze, but, yeah, currently the way Exceed Excels work, most Exceed Excels in the game won't allow you under any circumstances to hit the opponent anymore until after they tech. So it's kind of finding a workaround to that to get the Saber cancel to work and properly combo the opponent after the Exceed Cell. Should be possible with a bit of finesse, though, so rest assured. And, for some reason this isn't up here for some reason. But, obviously she has her 236B special. The laser version of Art Grille. And the regular orb version, which, this functions like her normal orb so far, by the way. It doesn't start slow and then get faster like the Unlimited version just yet. I'm not sure what I'm gonna quite do with regular Art Grille here. But, the beam version is working perfectly, luckily. So that is indeed a thing, do not worry. I did not forget about it. And to top off this little mini showcase here that is already stretching to 20 minutes, which is remarkable to me. Good lord. This will be the last section of things we talk about. We get to talk about her healing. Indeed. You're probably wondering why I saved it for last, and you're about to see why. So, Celica's passive healing from having her overdrive active. I'll just let you see it for yourself here. Has been tripled, or actually slightly more than tripled to be precise. But yeah, her passive healing has been multiplied by more than 3 times to result in the gradual health gain you are witnessing here. This is actually about as close to CPEX Celica in Abyss mode when you have her upgrade equipped. So, and her healing actually scales with her higher health pool, so she's actually recovering a lot more than it looks like there on top of that. But of course that's not all. Not only does she have triple the passive regeneration rate, I have also buffed her healing on her drive ender here, which now will heal about as much as using OD Armure Sorbet as regular Celica, which is obviously a nice little chunk of HP there. Let me see, is there anything else this does? And the recovery of 5 DDD has actually been halved as well, so you can act a little faster out of it. You can't really get anything off of it, but it does give you a little more advantage after you're done healing there. You can't set up a meaty overhead, probably. And lastly, for 5 DDD here, if Celica uses this at full health, instead it will give her an extra 10 heat. So she gets meter if she's at full health. And on top of getting this meter for every 5 DD that you land on full health, you'll notice that her damage is getting higher. And this is because every successful heal you do like this will actually give Celica a 5% damage bonus. That is right! I gave the character with passive healing and even more forms of healing a way to increase her damage. I'd like to think of it as that, since she's already fully healed, it's like giving Minerva excess energy to hit you harder with. Even though I know it's healing magic, it kind of invigorates her, let's say. That's sort of I guess that's sort of the logic behind it. So yeah, every 5 DD attack that you land will slowly increase Celica's damage, and this will actually cap at 150%, so she can get up to 50% more damage through this method here. And as if that was not bad enough, we get into our final change for this video. And this is gonna make all of you who haven't seen it yet shit bricks. We get to go on to what Seth changed about Armure Sorbet. As you can see, Armure Sorbet is drastically faster now. Oh, but that's not all that got sped up, folks. I think the best way to show you this is to just, yeah. Just watch this. Whoops. Oh, no meter. Whoops. I'll just show you Armure Sorbet here. Yeah. You did blink and you missed it, but you are not seeing things. What you just saw, you did indeed see Armure Sorbet heal back her entire health bar instantly. Taken from the legendary Boss Elizabeth. From Persona 4 Arena, Celica in the same vein can indeed pay 50 meter to reset the entire match. And just like Elizabeth, this Armure Sorbet also has frame 1 guard point to projectiles. All projectiles, I might add. And this includes while she is healing. So if you don't hit her with a physical move, she will indeed proceed to heal all the way back to full health. So, yeah, basically it's Boss Elizabeth's heal, but on an actual strong character base, because if Elizabeth didn't have her heal, she would be way less fucking annoying in Persona 4 Arena. Celica here, on the other hand, has a much better kit to work with, like actual damaging supers that are not piss easy to block. Among a bunch of other things she will have in the future. But, that's actually not all, I'm afraid, folks, because there's one more thing to Armure Sorbet here. Every time Celica uses Armure Sorbet and successfully heals, it will give her a 10% damage bonus, which stacks with the damage bonuses she can get from 5 DDDDD healing. So, 5 Armure Sorbets will actually put you up to her damage increase cap here. So, it heals her health to full instantly, is immune to projectiles for the entire duration, and on top of that, will give her a damage bonus once she's done healing to proceed to dumpster the shit out of you. Yeah. And if you exceed Excel at max damage buff here, you get this. Ooh, yeah, guys. Hope you're all a fan of that, because, yeah, this is staying. Right, I said that was the last thing, but I forgot the last special I was supposed to go over, which I probably should have gone over first before showing you that. We have the legendary 214A special from her Unlimited. Damn it, she didn't say the line. I want her to say, "Come on, Minerva." She didn't say the meme line. So the inside joke line is more appropriate to call it. I can't seem to get her other voice set to load, unfortunately. No matter how hard I try, but otherwise she should be saying, you know, "Come on, Minerva!" A line which I'm sure that anyone who's fought Unlimited Celica enough is probably causes instantly Vietnam War flashbacks for. But if you thought this move was bad Unlimited Celica, congratulations, because I made it infinitely worse. For starters, similarly, you have all your bells and whistles originally, like the hitbox that sends you full screen, the projectile guard point for the entire duration, all that good stuff. But I've taken it a step farther. This move, the Come On Minerva has now gone even further beyond. For you see, my friends, let me see here. Similarly to her passive health recovery, the heal rate on this special has indeed been tripled. And she can actually hold it all the way until she gets to that full health threshold. Normally, Unlimited Celica cannot hold it in a very super long period of time, and she will be forced out of it eventually. But, so long as Celica has HP to heal, she can hold this as long as she wants, until she goes back to full. And that's not all! For there's one other bonus I have given this move. If, similarly, in the same vein, if you use 5DD with full HP, if you use Meterless Sorbet with full HP, Celica will fill up her heat gauge instead! And at that point, she'll be forced out of the heal. So long as Celica has meter to fill or health to recover, she can hold this all the way until she gets full health, and then all the way until she gets full meter, in which case you can't hold it anymore until you spend some bar. But you can still use the move as a DP to be toxic as hell and knock people away from you full screen. So, yeah. Now she gets free meter from healing to spam airplane super on you with, among other horrendous things I will probably add to her. You guys can probably tell this is already going to be an absolute hellish incarnation, a hellish entity to end up fighting in the game here. And I'm probably going to loathe every second of it when I end up having to fight her with my bullet for you all. But, holy fuck, this took 30 minutes. This took 30 minutes for a miniature showcase. Luckily for every other future video, I don't got a recap on any of this, so don't worry about that. That should be a little shorter with any luck. But, yeah, that's pretty much about it for, Steel Maiden Celica here for the first, half month or so of work she's had done, because it's only been half a month so far since she won the poll and I started work on her. But, I hope you all like what you see, and I hope to continue to satisfy you all with how Celica, slowly shapes and ends up turning out to be, one of everyone's favorite Super Boss mods, because you voted for her, and I intend to make her as the best possible Celica I can. Which hopefully means I will polish these in due time, by the time the next video rolls around, but we'll see. In any case, like I said, think about, as I reveal the theme music, which boss theme you want to settle on. I think this is a pretty good pick right here, but obviously, like I said, I want to hear your opinions. I'm free to hear any change ideas. That includes nerfs, by the way. I mean, if you guys, I don't see why, but if you guys really think that an aspect of Celica is too broken, I am indeed open to nerfing her, because like I said, this is our mod. This is your guys' mod just as much as it is mine, so I want Celica to be up to your standards. You can make her. You are partially in charge of how overpowered or underpowered she ends up being. And with that in mind, I think I'm willing to let you guys go now, because I have indeed ate up 32 minutes of your time on a video I thought was only going to be about half as long, but I guess going over even this small list of changes can inflate a video quite a bit here. My apologies. That'll do it for this, I need to figure out what the hell I'm going to call these. Hopefully I'll have it in the title, but, that'll do it for now. Look forward to the next update video of Celica, which will obviously be coming sometime in probably late September. Hope to catch you all in all future uploads. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you later.